What's the absolute worst way to humiliate a footballer on the pitch? Well, of course, it's showboating. Now, imagine this, okay? Imagine a forward dribbling a defender so hard, flicking the ball over their head and spinning away with ease in the Premier League. How incredible is that? Well, enter Yannick Bolasie, the showboating champion. In just a decade, this guy's made some of the most entertaining moments in football history. In this video, we'll show you who Bolasie is and his most epic showboating moments. We'll uncover the efforts behind Bolasie's magical dribbling flair, trace his climb to the Premier League, and examine its influence on opponents worldwide. From leaving mouths agape to raising questions on his nationality, we'll see how Yannick Bolasie changed football showboating forever. And stick around to gain a view on showboating that will transform how you understand dribbling. Because, yeah, this guy, he's different. Now picture this, okay? A player stuck with the ball in the middle of two opposing team players. Heart pounding, everyone holds their breath to see if he can pass the ball successfully. And within the next few seconds, he shocks the viewers. Not only does he not pass the ball, he dribbles his way right out of the tight knot, leaving fans erupting in screams. Meet Yannick Bolasie, the man who makes magic on the pitch. This is the incredulous winger who keeps dominating the world of football with his signature moves. And I mean dominating. But what if we told you that he didn't start like other renowned football stars? Did you know that he climbed the ranks of the football hierarchy without ever enrolling in a football academy? Bolasie, although Congolese, was born in the French city of Lyon. However, he moved to England in his childhood, making the London borough of Brent his home. But despite living in a country that spots talents like his, he never stepped foot into an academy. Yeah, can you believe that? He was never part of an academy. Instead, Bolasie grew up playing football in the streets. And to the young boy, he was only having fun dribbling with his mates. No one knew then that this skill would earn him a title in the near future. Bolasie grew up playing football with his cousins and younger brother, who are all professional footballers now. And it gets even more interesting from here. Before his career kicked off as a professional footballer, Bolasie had a different dream as a teenager. All he wanted to do was become a rapper. But all this changed one fateful day. And that fateful day, Bolasie was watching TV when he picked interest in becoming a footballer. According to the winger, he thought to try professional football merely as a second thought. Yeah, he wasn't even that serious. Can you believe that? For once, the talented Bolasie tried his feet at a youth team, Rushton and Diamonds, before getting bored and deciding to join his local team. And with this move, Bolasie's light began to shine bright on the pitch. But although Bolasie's street football skills were remarkable, all he got from every match was 20 pounds and a free burger per goal, which, I'm gonna be real, actually sounds pretty nice. But yeah, it's not exactly a multi-million-pound contract. There was a talent on the pitch with low chances of making a living out of his skill. But right when he wanted to quit and go work as a carpenter, a door opened. His footballer cousin recommended him for the Maltese team, Floriana, where he played temporarily. From here, Bolasie's showboating skills were too visible to resist. Here was a player who could take over the ball in a swift second from even the most skilled defenders. If you needed an assist to help put the ball in the net, you could rely on Yannick. He's that good. And to top things up, Yannick was never okay with staying average. Knowing that his position at Floriana was only for a while, he trained hard while recording videos of himself playing and uploaded them on YouTube. The results were outstanding. Suddenly, lots of clubs from Europe wanted a piece of the Bolasie pie. From Hoffenheim to Sturm Graz and Patrick Thistle, his talent was too glaring to disregard. However, it really wasn't until he moved from Plymouth to Barnet on loan that his star saw a new level of shine. And here's where things get good, okay? Ex-Crystal Palace player Tony Finnegan, you've probably heard of him, watched Bolasie play from the stands and approached his parents with a life-changing deal. He planned to make Bolasie a Premier League player in 3 years. Yeah, that's pretty quick. This promise began to take shape once Bolasie joined Crystal Palace in August 2012. Meeting the club at a low phase with a depressing 3 losses in their first 3 league matches was enough motivation for the African showboating genius. When Crystal Palace manager Friedman asked Bolasie if he could play as well as the then Crystal Palace renowned attacker Zaha, he responded by saying, "I will be better." Yeah, he really didn't pull any punches, he was serious. And Bolasie absolutely pushed his limits until the very end of the Premier League season. Working hard with Zaha on the pitch, the duo took over the pre-games with stunning moves. Every move from Bolasie was a mind-stopper, leaving fans staring in his wake. They just couldn't really understand what he was doing. And as Crystal Palace climbed up the ladder, defenders from opposing teams were having a hard time keeping up with this energetic player. Nothing could deter Bolasie from his goal, not even a change of Crystal Palace management or a call to play for his home country of Congo. But as Bolasie dribbled his way to the Premier League finals alongside his partner in football dribbling crime, Zaha, it became clear that something was missing. Bolasie couldn't score. Palace's then assistant manager even noted that every game he'd go past 3 or 4 players at pace using the most wonderful skills, but when it was time to shoot, he would overhit it, and the ball would fly 6 feet above the bar. This flaw worried the team so much that they blamed it on his lack of training at a professional football academy. However, Bolasie went the extra mile to prove them all wrong. In the Istanbul match, the second to the last match of the Premier League 2013-14 season, Bolasie made history. With a mere 12 minutes left in the match against Liverpool, Crystal Palace balanced the 3-0 score to 3-3. The second comeback goal was achieved with a remarkable counter-attack and assist to Dwight Gale, who scored right after. Of all the games played in the Premier League, this game was so exceptional that it was voted as one of the greatest games in history. Yeah, in history. And this is for obvious reasons too. Bolasie made his mark through the game, humiliating Liverpool's defenders so badly that the right back, Glenn Johnson, faced a social media banter the same night. Although he couldn't play in the finals of that season, his mark was made. But underneath the surface, rumors began to brew. Was Bolasie just lucky with his moves, or was he actually that skilled? His following matches held the answers to that. 1 month later, Bolasie played against Tottenham and made waves again. In a swift move, he effortlessly dribbled out of a tight corner placed on him by Tottenham's Eriksen. Bolasie spun, flicked the ball over the defenders' heads, and passed it with such sleek prowess. This threw his fanbase into disbelief and crazed applause. Bolasie's skills were too hard to resist. Bolasie also became the first Crystal Palace player to score a hat-trick in the Premier League. Gradually, Bolasie climbed further up the ladder and even got transferred to Everton for a then record £25 million fee. £25 million from street football to that kind of money, that is insane. And let's be honest, even though Bolasie wasn't that good with scoring, his moves made him a hotshot for ball possession and assist that led to an eventual win. And sometimes that matters just as much. While Bolasie's career was a series of highs and lows because of his injuries, he eventually found his place playing as a winger for the Brazilian club Criciúma. Which honestly is pretty ironic, because fans have always asked, is this man a Brazilian? Because of his showboating skills. However, that's not all for Bolasie's legacy. His incredible 360 flick has now become a move practiced by footballers everywhere. Tutorials keep springing up on YouTube, teaching upcoming footballers how to do the trick and gain possession of the ball. This much is true. This underrated African genius took street football to new heights by showing the football world unforgettable showboating moves. The guy is just different. He's absolutely incredible. And Bolasie's handling of the ball didn't just change the fate of Crystal Palace and the other clubs he played for. It shaped football as a whole. From humiliating the most seasoned defenders with his moves to providing assists for the most remarkable goals, Bolasie proved to be a tangible asset in the Premier League and beyond. His story goes beyond giving young footballers a showboating masterclass. It also shows the power of pure grit and plausible growth. And if you enjoyed this video, leave us a like and subscribe to our channel for more interesting football content. We're always dissecting the intricacies of football tactics, past and present players, and remarkable football moments. And also, we'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think about Bolasie's showboating skills? Tell us right now in the comments below. Until next time, keep watching football with new eyes.